I don't know if you noticed the church. Our church has become brighter because of the newly installed lights. Now I can see your faces, all your faces. Thanks to all of you who are paying their church tax. Let me focus our reflection today on our gospel reading. Give to Caesar what is for Caesar, and give to God for what is for God. And let me begin our reflection with a short story. This is a story about an interview of an applicant for a sales representative position in a big company. And the applicant is a devout Catholic, a young devout Catholic. In fact, he is very active Catholic church leader in his parish. And he was asked by the CEO of the company during the interview, what if, for example, a rich client would do a transaction with you and tell you, I will buy your products, but on one condition, in exchange of a favor, can you give me a lady companion so that I can enjoy my stay here in your town? And the applicant, being true and committed to his Catholic values, he responded to the client, our company has good products and I can assure you they are worth your money and investment. Our company, however, is not involved in escort servicing. And by the way, I am selling our products. I am not selling my soul. Taray. Pero this is a Catholic who takes very seriously his Catholic faith and values. Give to Caesar what is for Caesar, and give to God what is for God. The question is, how can we follow this today? Paano kaya natin ito susundin at isa sa buhay? As Catholics, how can we show our loyalty and commitment to God? I think the first step is to be aware that there are many Caesars in our life demanding our time, asking for our time, for our attention, for our life, and for our very soul. That could be money, that could be your job, your work, I don't know how many jobs you have. That could be your career, that could be our hobbies, that could be our ambitions, or even our family. That could be our goal to become happy in life. These are the many Caesars in our life. Getting our attention, our time, our life, and our soul. One thing that I realized recently, observing the events that are happening in our world, one thing that I have learned from all these wars that are happening, the war between Ukraine and Russia, now the war between Palestine and Israel, I realize if we are serious about something, we can give our life. We can sacrifice our life and our soul. Did you notice that? For example, Putin said, if you love your country, let us get Ukraine back because Ukraine is part of our land. And the Russians went to war. They are willing to give their life for their country, for their leader. They are willing to sacrifice everything, their soul, their whole life. When the Hamas invaded Israel because they love their people and their land, and they killed many innocent people on October 7th in Israel. In response, the President of Israel announced that they will be at war with Hamas. And because the Israelis love their country, they love their land, they are committed to their country, they are willing to die for their country, they are willing to give everything and their soul to their country. You see, here is an example. If we are very serious about something, if we love something, we are willing to give everything. We are willing to sacrifice everything for that value, for that something that we cherish. Now, when the Muslims saw what happened to the Palestinians, they went out in the streets of Berlin, in Sydney, in London, and they protested against Israel. They sacrificed their time. They are sacrificing their life and their soul for this because they are concerned for the Palestinians. The question that we can ask today, ito yung pwede nating pag-isipan o pagnilayan. How much of my life, how much of my time, how much of my resources, how much of my heart, how much of my soul should I give to God? That is the question. Gaano ba kalaki ng parte ng buhay ko ang dapat ko ibigay? And I cannot answer that for you. You have to answer that personally. I have to answer this question personally. I can only suggest one thing. Siguro meron na akong isang bagay na imumungkahi. Here are the signs that a person, a Catholic, a Christian, is taking his faith very seriously. Here are the signs that we are committed to God and we are committed to our Catholic faith. Number one, when I nourish my faith with prayer, kapag pinapalago ko ang aking pananampalataya ng pagdarasal. Let us reflect. Do I give time to pray every day? Is going to Mass on a Sunday always my priority? Do I make an effort to understand and listen to the Word of God? That is the first sign. Second sign that we are serious about our faith, when I contribute to my church community, kapag nagbibigay ako sa misyon ng ating simbahan. How generous I am in supporting my church community, either by giving financial support or actually sharing my talent, my ability, my skill, or volunteering to help in every activity. That is the second sign. Naalala ko nung nasa Pilipinas ako, kuminsan mayroong mga complain yung mga parokyano natin tungkol sa bayad sa libing, sa kasal at sa binyag. Sabi nila, bakit sa ibang relihiyon wala namang bayad? Bakit dito sa Katoliko lahat may bayad? Isang mahal pa. Simple lang ang sagot namin mga pari dyan. Ilang beses po ba kayo magpabinyag? Ilang beses kayo magpakasal? At higit sa lahat, importante, ilang beses ba kayo namamatay? O namamatayan? I mean, punta kayo sa ibang sekta? Naku, may tayo din. Punta kayo dito sa Germany, may church tax. Iba pa yung contribution mo sa kulasyon. Sabi ko sa mga parishioners natin, alam niyo, mayroon namang libre. Pwede namang libre lahat siya. Yun nga lang, pag magpapabinyag kayo, walang ilaw. Wala rin microphone, walang electric fan. Tapos yung binyag, mabilis lang, 5 minutes. Walang kanta, walang choir. Ganun din pag ililibate kayo, wala rin choir, walang ilaw. 45 minutes, normal funeral mass, o 15 minutes na lang. Tapos kung titignan mo yung gagastusin nila sa reception, ako, 100,000, 50,000. Ano ba naman yung 1.5 na i-contribute mo sa simbahan? Lastly, last sign that we are serious about our faith, when we take seriously our mission as followers of Jesus. Do I make an effort to encourage others to pray, to come to Mass, and to contribute in the church mission? Let us reflect.